LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 15-yard line.
Tight, the mic. 53 is the mic. Ready? Tight and left, tight and left. You got 3.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Oh, what a move. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
The Bills' 46-yard line.
Here we go, son. 53, check 53. Red 80. Get in the right room. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Allen. They go with the screen to Gore. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Bills.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. First and 10 at the 19. And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Check, check. Lock middle. Check 15. Check 15. Mike 54. Mike 54. Push him back. Push him back. Check 52. Switch it. Come here, switch it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Jump. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Number 53, Mike 53. He's time.
Now it's Darnold. Blitz coming And down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. Here now Roberts. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
54 mic. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Kill.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The tackle by Leonard Williams.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
10th carry now for McCoy. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Darnold in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Here I come again. 49. 49.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Catanzaro's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Guys, it's out time. Hatchet.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the safety creep.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Let's go. Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to throw again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, left side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's bring it.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Under team. 56. Mike by 4. I'm coming for you, son. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Rip right.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. He finds McCoy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Allen now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Darnold, and that is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Keep going.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
57's the mic. Watch 57. They can't hang with us. Alert! All 52. Jim.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 31, Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Number 53, Mike 53.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's get it.
At the Bills' 35-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, so much for the 4-minute
What's up, fellas?
They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Just week 1, but
Yo,
already
how are they blocking? Are you allowed to block on? You're not allowed to block on the screen before the quarterback throws the ball, bro. That's crazy.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Bell. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitz.
Let's go. Let's go. Bum finally figured out how to pick that off, because them linemen was not letting me cut that off at all, bro. Man. Game over. Game over. 37-26. 38.
He reaches the 8-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I know he's heated. Winning the whole game.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Yeah, I'll push triangle for the RPO plays, eh?
Gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Allen going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Allen. Going for the deep ball. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
All I know is I got the dub. Yep.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't corral it.
Tip drill.
That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Allen to throw. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Yo, that was a pick. I ran out of the way. Out of the play. Bit sticky.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give to Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.
Yeah. Yeah, who got the Browns again?
Garrett Club.
Alright. I got him next.